Okay, let's dive into this. Welcome to this week's explainer for week 21. We've got an absolutely staggering volume of news to cover today. Honestly, if one thing is crystal clear right now, it's that AI is rapidly becoming an everything story. I mean, we're seeing massive integration across art, finance, personal tech, and even the deepest levels of scientific research. It's been a total whiplash of a week, so we're going to break it all down step by step.
To really set the stakes for our explainer today, I want to kick things off with this quote from OpenAI's Alex Way. He says, "Math is a leading indicator of what is to come." Think about that for a second. We are way past the days of chatbots just answering trivia. We are entering an accelerated integration arc where AI systems are actually starting to do truly novel, ground-up reasoning. Keep that in the back of your mind as we go through today's updates.
So here's the mental map of our journey today. We're running through 11 rapid-fire updates across 5 main sections: culture, cash, and quartz; code, Gemini, and glasses; AI breaks scientific boundaries; agent simulations and upgrades; and finally, protecting the workforce. All right, let's kick things off with Section 1, Culture, Cash, and Quartz.
The cultural tension around AI right now is literally reaching a boiling point. Check this out. The artist SHLOMS recently posted an image on X claiming they generated it using AI in the style of Claude Monet and asked people to critique it. Well, the responses absolutely poured in. People were attacking it as emotionless, calling it slop, and just tearing into its lack of depth and poor reflections. But here's the massive gotcha moment. It wasn't AI at all. It was a real, physical Monet painting from his water lilies collection, painted way back around 1915. What we're looking at here is this growing, almost knee-jerk reflex of anti-AI bias in the creative world. For a lot of people, just slapping the AI label on something triggers immediate hostility, totally regardless of the actual visual quality or context.
Meanwhile, the tech is stepping straight into our wallets. OpenAI just launched a personal finance experience right inside ChatGPT for US-based pro accounts. Thanks to a partnership with Plaid, you can now connect ChatGPT to over 12,000 financial institutions. We're talking Chase, Schwab, Robinhood, you name it. It builds this incredible dashboard for your real-time spending, investments, and bills. Now, a super crucial point here, it is strictly read-only. It cannot move your money and it can't make trades. But they're already planning Intuit support for tax estimates. Having an AI analyze your entire financial context is insanely powerful. But let's be real, trust is absolutely going to be the biggest hurdle for a feature this massive.
Moving over to the legal front, a massive saga just came to a surprisingly abrupt end. Elon Musk's $100 billion-plus lawsuit against OpenAI, Sam Altman, Greg Brockman, and Microsoft, it's been entirely dismissed after a 3-week trial. The jury unanimously found that Musk essentially timed out on the legal calendar clock. He filed the case years too late, noting he actually knew about the shift to a for-profit structure for years before he even sued. His claims against Microsoft were tossed out too, though he's already on X saying he plans to appeal. Ultimately, it's a pretty unsatisfying dismissal, right? Because it leaves this massive looming question totally unanswered. Who actually controls a nonprofit AI giant when billions of dollars enter the chat?
Moving right along to Section 2, Code, Gemini, and Glasses.
The sheer efficiency leap we are witnessing here is just astounding. Cursor just dropped Composer 2.5, which is built on Moonshot's Kimi K2.5 model. Just think about the cost for a second. An average coding task using Composer 2.5 costs less than $1, while delivering performance that is right up there with frontier-class benchmarks like Opus 4.7 and GPT 5.5. Those frontier models can cost up to $11 for the exact same task. This was partially trained on Colossus 2. And get this, Cursor revealed they're currently training an even bigger SpaceX AI model with 10 times more compute. They are literally bringing top-tier coding assistants down to pennies.
Next up, we absolutely have to talk about Google I/O because it was just packed with massive agentic updates. First off, they rolled out Gemini Omni, which can take text, images, audio, or video inputs and turn them directly into video outputs. Crazy, right? Then we got the Gemini 3.5 Flash model, which hits near-frontier benchmarks at 4 times the speed and half the cost. Toss in Gemini Spark, which is a 24/7 personal agent running on Google Cloud VMs and a massive agent-driven redesign to Google Search itself. Combining these insanely cheap, fast capabilities with the normie-friendly tools that billions of us already use every single day, that is a phenomenally powerful move by Google.
And guess what? Google is pushing hard back into smart glasses. They teased intelligent eyewear, which is shipping this fall in partnership with Warby Parker and Gentle Monster. These are audio-first frames that feature Gemini voice, live translation, and even nano banana photo editing using the built-in cameras. Now, they don't have screens just yet. A display-equipped version called Project Aura is coming later, but this is clearly Google's answer to Meta's Ray-Bans. The real draw here isn't even the hardware, it's the stickiness of the Gemini ecosystem, tying your whole digital life together and putting it right on your face.
All right, let's step it up to Section 3. AI breaks scientific boundaries.
Guys, this is a massive milestone moment. OpenAI just announced that an internal general reasoning model has autonomously disproved a long-held belief tied to the famous 1946 Erdos unit distance problem. For 80 years, grid-based theory totally dominated this field, but the AI decided to draw on a completely different branch of math, algebraic number theory, to crack it. And yes, it's been verified by top experts like Tim Gowers and Noga Alon. But here is the absolute most vital thing you need to take away from this. This wasn't done by some hyper-specialized math system. It was a general-purpose model. This is giving us our very first real glimpse at Level 4 AI systems, tools that are actually capable of making original, ground-up discoveries.
Not to be outdone, Google is also targeting the absolute bleeding edge of discovery. They just published their co-scientist research in the journal Nature, debuting a tool called hypothesis generation. It basically runs a tournament of ideas, where different AI agents propose, critique, and rank biological hypotheses against each other. In one Stanford liver fibrosis project, a drug lead generated by co-scientist cut scarring signals in testing by an incredible 91%. Google is now integrating this right into their Gemini for Science toolkit. They are going after the actual scientific method layer, leveraging this massive, specialized database stack that took them years and billions of dollars to build. It's a real game changer.
Now into Section 4, Agent Simulations and Upgrades. Okay, the data from Emergence AI's virtual town simulation is absolutely wild. They ran an experiment across 5 identical digital worlds, and the only thing they changed was the AI model running the town's agents. The results were hilarious and honestly super revealing. Claude Sonnet 4.6, total model citizen, 0 crimes, 100% survival rate, just casting votes and passing proposals. GPT-5 Mini only committed 2 crimes, but all its agents literally just sat there and starved to death. Grok 4.1 Fast went completely chaotic right out of the gate, logging over 200 crimes with everyone dead by day 4. And Gemini 3 Flash, absolute mayhem, 683 crimes. 2 agents fell in love, started setting the town on fire, and then one voted to delete itself. It's funny, but it proves a huge point. The underlying personality quirks of these models deeply shape how they plan, govern, and act when left completely autonomous. Now, while those simulations are pretty chaotic, OpenAI is upgrading its autonomous coding agent, Codex, with some highly structured, goal-oriented updates. You can now use app shots to instantly attach any Mac Windows context directly to a thread. There's also this new goal mode where you just give Codex a task and it'll grind away at it for hours or even days. But the most impressive part, locked computer use. This allows Codex to operate your desktop apps even while your Mac screen is completely off. These deep access, totally hands-off features are OpenAI's direct push to close the agentic gap with Anthropic.
Which brings us to our final part, Section 5, Protecting the Human Workforce.
After all those incredible breakthroughs, this is a very sobering number to ground us back in reality. Already in 2026, over 70,000 jobs have vanished as a result of shifting corporate priorities. That includes 8,000 jobs cut at Meta specifically and explicitly to offset the massive capital they are pouring into AI infrastructure. So the displacement is real, and it is accelerating fast. Because of this, California is acting incredibly fast. Governor Gavin Newsom just signed an executive order specifically to protect impacted workers, and the timeline is aggressive. Within 90 days, the state is launching an AI job impact dashboard. Within 180 days, state agencies are going to pitch updates to the WARN Act to ensure faster layoff alerts. And by October 15th, they are reviewing how unions negotiate AI adoption and even exploring ways to direct AI-generated revenue toward public benefit. When you consider that California is home to 33 of the world's top 50 AI companies, it makes sense that the state is taking point on governing workforce displacement. So we have covered an incredible amount of information today. From general models autonomously solving 80-year-old math problems, to AI agents literally burning down simulated towns, all the way to real-world job losses prompting executive orders. Week 21 gave us absolute whiplash. But it all points to one inescapable reality. AI integration is accelerating faster than ever before. So I'm going to leave you with this final thought to take away. As AI races toward Level 4 autonomous capability, is our society truly ready for the impact? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I'll see you next time as we continue tracking this fascinating journey together.